Europa League, where Arsenal are looking to cement their place in the next stage of the competition. Milan are reeling from a 2-0 deficit from the first leg in their home city. Currently, it's 0-0 at the Emirates. 24 minutes gone. Take you through some of the other games, and possibly tomorrow we'll be having a draw that will bring up some interesting pairings together with the Champions League as well. In the Ghana Premier League, it's been yet another interesting day when it comes to the legal affairs. An Accra High Court has dismissed Great Olympics' second injunction that sought to stop the start of the league. We understand that the Ghana Football Association are planning on going on to begin the league this weekend, but the lawyer for Great Olympics, Kofi Bentil, has this to say.
In essence, what the judge said is that he appreciates the fact that we have gone to the appeals court, and the nature of the appeal that we filed is said that it leaves him no jurisdiction to deal with the matter. Now, we had to come to him because that's what the rules say. All right, so what he's done is the proper law, and in effect what he said is that we should go ahead and pursue our matter in the appeals court. This is in sum what happened in court today. Effectively, what we know is that somebody else has filed a case against the GFA, and that case has an injunction on it. So as we speak, based on that case, the GFA is injuncted and the league cannot go on. Now, if we had obtained this injunction, it would have been 2 injunctions with the same effect. What the court has said is that we should pursue our case at the appeals court. But regarding an injunction, our injunction is no longer in effect, but the other injunction, also which is a court injunction, is in effect.
Thank you very much.
So as we speak, the league can go on.
All right, thank you.
So that is what Kofi Bentil is contending, that because this other injunction by this other person is still in effect, the Ghana Premier League cannot go on. But the GFA have also given an official statement saying that there will be league matches, 7 of them this weekend, because Aduana Stars will not be playing as they'll be playing in African club competition, as you know. So we wait and see what the legal luminaries can tell us about that. In boxing, it may be time for Banku versus Bastie Part 2. That's because Box Office Promotions, the syndicate that was behind the first one, has announced the rematch.
Today, we also have a much anticipated fight that people want to see, and it's the rematch between Mr. Bastie against Banku. Actually, today we are here to let the public know that as Mr. Bastie promised, he is going to give Banku a rematch. It's really coming to happen, and we are here to sign a contract to that effect. We're supposed to have Banku to be around here, but a last-minute call came that there was an emergency, and he wants us to give him some time to come to sign, and he's proposing next week. So we are here to confirm to the public that Mr. Bastie is ready for the fight. So he said he's here today to sign his contract, so that the public will know that he is ready to fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here today to sign a contract. Me and Bastie a return fight. I want everybody, if you are here, be respectful and be patient, because today I will sign the contract. Me and Bastie fight June 30th. I'm ready for that fight. Bastie is winning me first fight, but this fight, I'm ready to fight the June 30th. If Bastie beats me that day, Bastie be my boss. But if you are winning the fight that day, I'll give you a rematch. So anyone can win it. Me any number winning. Get what a 30th fight. Get one. Misha, you need a go to for baby. Or you go to for lose. Hey, Bastie is a winner. Thank you.
we just signed so we're gonna start training really hard and everything. But I'm sure that I mean, by then I'll be ready. But I mean, as for me, I don't care. I wish even the fight would be somewhere else, so that boxing will go all over the world. You know, but the boxing is like only in Accra. If they make it in Kumasi, it will be beautiful. All over the places, I don't have a problem. But it's always in Accra, you know, and like boxing is supposed to spread to all over the place, so some people can know that. At least my son can box too. That's the reason why I wanted the fight to be in Tamale. I'm giving them my word. I'm giving them my word. They already know. Nabale, Abba, and I'm not going to play. And I promise my fans that he's not going to lax. He's not going to finish the rank. I promise you guys.
There's a little anecdote to this, that when Banku came in, he had to sign. He was given a fountain pen and he said he's never used a fountain pen before. He wants a big pen. So they gave him a big pen, and that's why you saw them using the big pen to sign the contract. Still in boxing, interim WBO lightweight bouts on the card is George Ashi, a name that has been synonymous with some of the rising talent of boxing for the last 10 years or so. He says he's ready for his April 27 bout.
My preparation is not now. For a long, I'm preparing, because this year I want to prove to all Ghanaians that I'll be a world champion. Yes. This year. So I can't sleep in my bed. Always training and praying to God to help me to be a world champion for Ghana. Oh, all my fans, they know who is called Red Tiger, and they know what I can do in boxing. Because in boxing, in my weight in Ghana or in my weight in Africa, I can't see any boxer who can fight me in lightweight. So boxing is a chance and it's a game, but you have to understand boxing. This is my coach. His name is called Coach Soa, and always is preparing me for a world title or for any fight who can come forward. We are ready for everybody. Yeah. Thank you.
George Ashi speaking there. And in tennis, it's Anderson, Federer and Del Potro who have reached the quarterfinals of the BNP Paribas Open.
South African Kevin Anderson will face Borna Coric in the quarterfinals of the BNP Paribas Open after coming back from a set down to beat Pablo Carreño Busta in Indian Wells. Spain's Carreño Busta, the 11th seed, broke in the 9th game of the opening set before serving it out. There was also a solitary break in the second set, with Anderson going ahead 4-2 and later closed out the set. The 7th seed then won the match on a tie-break after neither player could tame the other's serve in the deciding set. 4-6, 6-3, 7-6 the final score. It was the 4th match between these two players, and Anderson remains unbeaten in their career meetings. Meanwhile, Roger Federer defeated Jeremy Chardy of France 7-5, 6-4 in their 4th round meeting, and at 15-0 the world's top-ranked men's player is off to the best start since 2006. Federer is chasing a record 6th title in the desert. Chardy played a tough set in windy conditions that persisted throughout the day. Federer earned the only break in the 11th game and then served out a love game to take the set. Federer again took the only break in the second set to go up 5-4. His forehand pulled Chardy completely off the court, and Federer hit a cross-court backhand winner of Chardy's return. Federer served his 5th love game of the match to close it out. Chardy committed 46 unforced errors to 29 for Federer, who won 90% of his total serve points. The 36-year-old Swiss superstar can equal his season-best start of 16-0 with a win in the quarterfinals, where he'll meet Chung Young of South Korea in a rematch of the Australian Open semi-final. Juan Martín Del Potro has not competed in an ATP World Tour Masters 1000 final in more than 4 years, but the 6th seed is looking more and more likely the player to beat in the bottom half of the BNP Paribas Open draw. The 2013 Indian Wells finalist extended his winning streak to 8 in the desert on Wednesday evening, needing 2.5 hours and 3 sets to get past compatriot Leonardo Mayer. Mayer, the world number 47, took the first set convincingly 6-3. Del Potro was down a break in the second set, but immediately broke back And in the tie-break, he dominated to level matters at 1-all. Mayer was going for his second top 10 win and trying to make his first Masters 1000 quarterfinal. But Del Potro broke in the first game on the decider to keep a hold on the momentum and claimed his first match point. The final score 3-6, 7-6, 6-3.
And that's the sport for the moment. I'll be back at 10:30 to show you the highlights of the Europa League games.